Hello everyone. Today I am going to talk about the importance of executive presence at the workplace. Many times we see that in meetings or professional settings, some people naturally command attention. When they speak, others listen carefully. When they give an opinion, people consider it seriously. Interestingly, this doesn't always depend on their designation or years of experience. That quality is called executive presence. Executive presence is the ability to inspire confidence, trust, and credibility in a professional environment. It is not about being loud, dominant, or overly authoritative. It is also not about showing off knowledge. Instead, it is about how you carry yourself, how you communicate your ideas, how you respond under pressure, and how others perceive you when you interact with them. In simple words, executive presence is when people trust you to lead even before you are given a leadership title. It includes several elements such as confidence, clarity of thought, emotional stability, professional behavior, and effective communication. A person with executive presence remains calm in challenging situations, speaks with structure and purpose, listens carefully and actively, and responds thoughtfully rather than emotionally. This combination makes others feel secure and confident in that person's ability. To understand its importance, let us consider a workplace example. Imagine a situation where a team has missed a major project deadline. In a review meeting, one employee starts blaming others, speaking in a defensive tone, and highlighting excuses. Another employee acknowledges the issue calmly and says, "We face delays in coordination, but here is what we can do to correct the process and ensure this doesn't happen again." The second person demonstrated executive presence instead of spreading panic or negativity. They focus on solutions and accountability. In such situations, managers and senior leaders naturally began to see that person as mature and leadership ready. Executive presence has a strong impact on professional image. Professional image is not limited to dressing well or looking formal. It includes posture, eye contact, and uh, tone of voice, body language, and emotional control. When you consistently communicate with clarity and confidence, people start associating with you with reliability and professionalism. On the other hand, even if someone technically very skilled, they may not have to be taken seriously if they appear confused, nervous, or emotionally reactive. Therefore, executive presence strengthens how others perceive your competence and credibility within the organization. It also significantly impacts communication and confidence. Communication is not just about speaking, it is about how clearly and confidently you express your ideas. For example, saying, "I am not sure, but maybe this could work," creates uncertainty. However, saying, "Based on our analysis, this approach has strong potential and here is why," reflects clarity and confidence. Executive presence helps you structure your thoughts, maintain a steady tone, and deliver your message effectively. When you communicate this way, people are more likely to trust your judgment, support your ideas. Another aspect is leadership perception. In most organizations, leadership potential is observed long before promotions are given. Managers notice when manager notice who remains calm during conflicts, uh, who who handles sorry who demonstrates stronger executive presence is often mostly suitable for higher responsibility. Leadership is not only about technical expertise, it is also about influence, emotional intelligence, and stability. Executive presence shapes how others perceive your readiness to lead. Finally, executive presence plays a critical role in career growth opportunities such as leading projects, presenting to senior management, and representing the company in external meetings, or managing important clients are usually given to the individual who inspire confidence. Organizations prefer who can represent them well, handle pressure, and maintain professionalism. When seniors believe that you can manage challenging situations with exposure and composure, and clarity as well, your career progression becomes faster and smoother. In competitive corporate environments, performance is important, but perception also matters. Executive presence bridges the gap between competence and visibility. To conclude, executive presence is not something you are born with, it is a skill that can be developed. It requires self awareness, uh, practice, feedback, and conscious improvement. By working on communication skills, body language, and emotional control, anyone can strengthen their executive presence. In today's professional world, technical skills may help you get a job, but executive presence helps you grow into leadership roles. Therefore, developing executive presence is essential for long term success and sustainable career growth. Thank you so much.